In this video, I'm going to break down what you need to know about buying a new construction home and how to hire a realtor without paying them anything. My name is Jeff Goolsby, and in this video I want to talk about some things that are important when you're looking to buy a brand new home. It seems like every day there's something new happening with the housing market, and we're all trying to figure out how much should we spend on our next place, how do we even get started, and what does it take for someone who doesn't have experience with buying a new home? What does it take? So in today's video, I'm going to answer those questions and show you how hiring an experienced professional can save your budget. First of all, there are 3 things to consider before buying a new home. Number 1 is location, location, location. Where you buy is critical. New homes smell nice, they're nice and fresh, they have the best finishes, and they're generally appealing to view. Location is very important. In just a few years from now, those finishes won't be brand new. The neighborhood will be built out, and you might be left with something different than you imagined. So consider the location when purchasing a new home. Is this the place you want to be? Are you in the area that will be popular 15 years from now? What does the city's or county's master development plan look like? Those are all things that you need to consider beyond just the finishes and the smell good and the feel good of a model home. Okay? Number 2, who is your friend? Listen, I know some amazing new construction sales employees. They're hardworking, they have solid work ethic, and they're just all around great people. I've also encountered some people that frankly should not be allowed out in public. Here's the thing. It doesn't really matter if you're dealing with the Mother Teresa of new home sales or the devil himself. The salespeople are hired by the builder to sell their homes, and they have zero fiduciary duty to you as a home buyer. They are not your friend. They don't have to follow the code of ethics that realtors have to follow, and ultimately, it's completely within their right to look out for their own best interest and the interests of the home builder. So, think twice before you give up too much personal information, before you give up too much information about the interest in the home, before you give up too much information about your finances or anything that might come back to bite you. Think twice, okay? Third thing, professional representation doesn't cost you a penny, and it's your safety net to achieving your goals. So, let's pretend for a minute that you're taking a trip to San Francisco for the day. You might know how to drive yourself from Sacramento to San Francisco. You might not know all of the exits to take, but you'll look it up on your phone along the way. You'll Google it. You know you'll need to stop for gas maybe, or a snack, or a bathroom break, and you're not exactly sure where you'll stop yet, but you'll stop and you'll Google it, right? You'll figure it out. It might take you a little bit longer, but there's a pretty good chance that you'll make it down to the city just fine, okay? But isn't there also a slight chance that the trip goes wrong? Maybe just a little bit wrong, maybe really wrong. Maybe you mistake travel time and you arrive later than you planned. You mix up the directions, or you miss the exit for food or for at the gas station, or God forbid you take the wrong turn and you end up in the wrong neighborhood at the wrong time of day, or time of night. Isn't there a chance that something could go wrong when trying to do it all on your own? What would a bad experience like that look like? Now, imagine that instead of driving yourself, you hired a limo driver. You picked one with great reviews, that has experience navigating the city. The driver completely maps out the route for you. He's driven people there before. He knows the right spots to pull over if you need a break or get a snack. He's traveled this route. He knows the streets to take in the city that will get you everywhere you need to go the fastest. Along the way, you'll be able to kick up your feet, read the reviews for the restaurant you plan to visit, take some pictures, call or text a friend safely, and enjoy your trip. Now imagine that limo driver doesn't cost you a penny. In fact, the venue that you're going to is going to pay him a fee from their marketing budget, and it doesn't at all impact the cost of your ticket. It doesn't impact any of your, it doesn't impact your budget at all. Now, what does that experience look like? That's what hiring a realtor is like for new construction purchase. It's having someone guide you along the way, someone to answer your questions, someone to allow you to kick your feet up, someone to make sure that you arrive to the correct destination without having to do it all your own. Someone that, because they're guiding you along the way, you can focus on other things like the finishes, like the fun stuff in buying a brand new construction home. And the best part is that agent is paid at closing by the builder from their marketing budget. It doesn't cost you a penny. So those are my top 3 things to consider when purchasing a new construction home. Number 1, don't just fall in love with the finishes in the model home. Consider the location, because that is going to stick with you for the length of the time that you're in the house. Number 2, the home builder salespeople can be very nice, very friendly, and they're great people, but they're not your friend, and they are not going to be your advocate when it comes to negotiating the best deal. And number 3, a realtor is free when you buy a new construction home. Leverage a qualified, experienced realtor and enjoy the process of buying your brand new home. I'm Jeff Goolsby with the Goolsby Group. I hope that these 3 tips were helpful for you. I'm here to help people win in real estate. If you have other questions about new construction home or buying a home or anything else, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer it for you in one of these videos.